signing. So I always used to go to Carl and pretend I was Sylvester Stallone. Come on, Paul. And he always used to say, on your toes, on your toes. And he's right. You're going to do that dancing, you've got to be on your toes. What a beautiful man. He was actually getting fit to do another project too, so he was watching his diet and he was training a little bit more intensely, and yeah, what a beautiful man. Plus we got to work with him on the Mandalorian show as well, as a director and an actor, so it's just wonderful to be part of him. But yeah, I love boxing, so I always used to ask him some of his knowledge. He was a great sportsman too back in his day. But he's never actually boxed, he was saying. He actually, he was more of a track and field guy. Yeah.
Incredible. Well, it's a beautiful story. I knew him for a number of years, and I just feel like he's right beyond the veil. I mean, I feel when I started to think about his passing, and it just really stunned me, I realized, wow, what a kind of a beautiful death. I mean, you know, he went to sleep and he was out of here. But I was working in London on a piece called The Gentleman, and so we went to the Star Wars celebrations, and Carl says, you know, I went downtown, and I went to this shoe place, George Cleverly shoes, and the guy, you know, said that Giancarlo Esposito had just been in here, and you know, so you know, I said, Carl, I really want these shoes, but they're expensive. I said, are you having them made, or are you just taking them off the rack? Well, I'd like to have them made. Well, if you're going to have them made, you got to have 2 pairs, not 1. 2 pairs? It's like $17,000. I said, Carl, I'll buy 1 for you. No, you don't have to do that. But I mean, should I get them? Are they quality shoes? And I said, Carl, let me be honest with you. The ones that they got me for The Gentleman they were just off the rack. I didn't get them made. But the guy said that you were getting a last made. So should I get a last made? I said, if you're gonna get the shoes made and spend $20,000, get a last made. Okay, well what if they don't work out? What if they don't fit me right? I said, Carl, get the shoes. I love that man.
Great story.
Did he get him?
He did.
I want to know what shoes.
I hope he wore those motherfuckers.
I know.
And he's one.
I remember being so delighted when I found out what a big fan of theater Carl was. And I still remember the moment. It was also a moment at Celebration, but it was in Anaheim, when he and I were sitting at a table in the green room, and he started to tell me about this play that he was really excited to go see. It was in Los Angeles, and Joe Morton was in it. And I said, well, Carl, I'm in that play. And he looked at me like he didn't, I realized that in that moment, he was recalculating who he thought I was. And all of a sudden, this whole new world of conversation opened up to us, which was wonderful, because I also didn't know that he was such a fan of live theater and such a student. He was such a student of actors and the process and directors, and he wanted to know how people worked. And he came to see the play, and we had great conversations about it, and it really changed the way that we knew each other, and it showed me so clearly, you know, that I also had this idea of him, because he was this huge persona, and I was a little intimidated by that, and I don't know a lot about football. I didn't know if we were gonna, you know, what we were gonna talk about, and he became such a dear friend, and I just always remember how curious he was and how generous he was in extending his spirit to other people and wanting to know, you know, what makes you tick? How do you work? How do you do this? He was always wanting to learn more. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.